They need to rely on the flank. His Zev's there. One of the star players for this squad, and he's looking for the headshots. Boros still surviving, hiding behind the box. There comes the headshot, but smooya trade. And as juanflatroo activates from banana, this is going to be pistol round done and dusted. ITB strike first on their opponent's map pick. Great pistol round by them. Of course, a little bit of luck for smooya in the first contact, but from there onwards, juanflatroo and the remainder of the squad doing the job for ITB. Now, as the bomb was not planted, Infinite are forced to play another round with the pistols, and I'm not expecting this one to go their way. Maybe if they can get the C4 explosive planted, this would be a conciliation prize, but I don't think that it will happen. You can see already where juanflatroo is. He already found the opening, looks for the second, has the support of smooya. The duo combines. Star players fell. MHN and Chunky will follow the fate of their teammate. There comes the first for Dimajay, so a really small prize. But considering that they were playing with just blocks, I think that this was all they could get. And with that, ITB drop only juanflatroo in the process, but already 2 appears on the scoreboard as we move into the first full buy round for Infinite. AK is available. Utility looking good. But can they break the defensive setup? And obviously, when we have a look at ITB, the ceiling is really high for these guys. We're expecting a lot. These type of matchups should be protocol ones for them. I don't want to take anything away from Infinite, but simply due to the names that we have, due to the fact that the majority of these players are pretty much tier 1 caliber, this is why we should put a strong emphasis on ITB. We're expecting them to win and do it in a clean fashion. On the other side for Infinite, as I mentioned, they need to get creative, they need to play with confidence, and they need to try and surprise their opponents, because surely juanflatroo just surprised both star players and Dimajay with that spray. They both have fallen, and now the bomb needs to get retrieved. The spray continues to look good. Look at the awareness of juanflatroo. He's just so deadly. Knows his timings, knows his angles. And as Chunky goes out of the position, it's only MHN, the last man standing with 53 seconds on the clock without the bomb, having an AK and no grenades. He'll catch only 1. But as smooya headshots him, that's ITB already on the 3rd. Great double HG, Dimajay down to below 50 HP. Looking to fight banana. There comes the deep molly, there comes the double HG. Boros is out of the picture. This is what we wanted to see, the adaptation, utility usage, but Synopsy is there and he punishes Chunky, and as Keoz finds MHN, it's once again ITB bringing back the man advantage in a similar fashion to what they did in the previous rounds. Once again in the leading position, rotations already happening for the CTs. Keoz currently being the sole anchor, and this is exactly where Zevs and his teammates are going, but Keoz, prior to falling, found 1 Zevs with a double, down to a 2 versus 2, but Dimajay is low on HP in the red zone. Smooya here can land the shot versus his Romanian counterpart. I do believe that it will be the round for ITB, but let's see, Dimajay is trying to get as creative as he can through the smoke. Will Smooya shot? Yes, he will, but it's not aware of how close Dimajay was. And with that, 40 seconds ahead of the T player. Bomb already planted. Synopsy to clear the corners, and he will do so perfectly. Great job by the cost of EM player. Definitely throw a smoke towards the library and then try and fight against smooya. And then if they can make him miss the shot, then it could have been an opportunity ahead of them, but smooya doesn't miss. juanflatroo already delivered the first. MHN with a trade, but look at what is happening. Trades falling left and right, and this actually favors ITB. A lot of damage already inflicted to Infinite, and they will continue to be unsuccessful in their attempts. And the big problem for them is the fact that in this round they couldn't even reach the bomb site. A more patient approach on the side of Infinite, of course realizing that they need to avoid fighting versus ITBs as individuals as much as they can. And talking about fights, our players goes for a peek, clears Keoz. MHN will deliver smooya to his team, and with Dimajay's positioning, he will be able to secure another. But look at where juanflatroo is, striking from behind the backs of his opponents. Picks up an AK. This is still not round done for ITB. They can still recover it and fight it out. And look at what Synopsy is doing. He's reading the play, rotating over towards the B-bomb side. The Chunky already in a position to cut him down. And juanflatroo, 12-4, already found 2, but needs the ace to save the day for ITB if he wants to continue the winning streak. You have enough money to rebuy the lost guns. They would be able to once again go toe-to-toe with their opponents in the next one. The lurker trying to sell out the fake, trying to bring the attention of the CTs towards the bigger bomb side. And this is where Chunky will try and go through the smoke. Are we going to see a flash? No, we're not. Boros misses with the spray, and this is what costs his life. Chunky continues to press forward, continues to use the W button, but Smooya manages to get away, not losing a single HP. Now, we'll patiently wait for the remainder of the squad, and we're having a 4 vs 4 retake. Bomb planted for Infinite. Keoz will start rotating. Smooya down to 55 points of health. Keoz with a nice duo, shutting down MHN. There comes the smoke towards the side as well. Bomb starts to tick quicker and quicker. Chunky on that elevated possession goes for the spray, good for 1 and 2. Even the third will be delivered by Cyber players, and as Synopsy falls, Infinite get a second. You have a boost. Keoz considers a naps push. juanflatroo is covering middle. Star players will be appearing out of border. There comes the first, courtesy to juanflatroo. This one is delivered for ITV, but this will pull the trigger for Infinite. Second one, Keoz and Synopsy will combine for the third. The trades are looking good for ITB, and Smooya finds a double. This will be all she rolled for the Romanian side. ITB not allowed to play on the front, but talking about playing on the front, Zev's looking for the opening left shoulder pick, will punish Keoz, loses a lot of HP on the process, and Synopsy and juanflatroo once again with aggression towards Banana. They will strike, and juanflatroo will find another for the team. His second, there comes the third as well. The Kosovo player is just on fire, 16 and 7 so far, top fragging into the server, and this puts Chunky in a 1 vs 3, make it 1 vs 2, and this one is actually doable, especially if he can shut Synopsy down, but you cannot stop the X for the fights. Quick pace on the side of ITB, already established presence towards Banana. They will continue the pressure. The HG and the grenades already used on the side of the single B defenders as Chunky is trying to play it a little bit more passively, waiting for the remainder of the squad, and this will allow for Keoz to plant the bomb. The 5 vs 5 retake is on. Boros with the opening, looking for the trade. Star players will get it, but juanflatroo also will make it 2 after Smooya shuts Star players down, and as Smooya secures the second and Synopsy the third in the fight that we just saw. This time, the Europeans are not gonna go quick. Instead, looking for the direct contact. There comes the smoke, and the shot is good, but just for the tag. Zevs falls. MHN, is he looking for the kills? Yes, he is. Finds one, quite close to delivering the second as well, and a little bit of a lucky situation there for ITB. Well, wait a second. As Boros falls, this actually opens up some real estate for the CTs to work with and gives them a solid chance. Chunky now finds himself with an AK in hand, and yeah, Synopsy didn't have an idea. The force by now puts Infinite in a really good spot, but there is still Smooya. A 1 vs 3 ahead of him, needs to control the spray, good for only 1, as Dimajay finds the headshot of the last T player. This is going to be Infinite striking back. If we can use this one to pressure your opponents, then why not? This is exactly what Smooya is trying to go for. A lot of damage inflicted to Dimajay. The CTs need to be careful. Dimajay holds, but Keoz activates. There comes the second found by ITB, and with that, Boros secures himself an M4. Look at what is in the hands of Keoz, an AK, and this round suddenly turns its ties, and it's a little bit chaotic, especially for Infinite, as right now they don't know what is happening around the map. They think that the bomb is going towards the A-bomb side, but no. juanflatroo already on the B-bomb side. Smooya with a nice one dig. And I do believe that this is pretty much all she wrote. Yeah, surely this Smooya on fire with the third as well. You love to see the Brit. Massive triple kill by him. 17 secured for Smooya. And with that, ITB just 2 away from stealing their opponent's map pick. 4 players down to 50 points of health. Chunky left as the sole B anchor while his team is trying to explore the map. Dimajay needs to be really careful, as there was a dancing Keoz Mac 10. Our players will also deal with juanflatroo. And there comes the 2 openings found by Infinite. Okay, now they will rotate some players towards the B-bomb site. Chunky manages to buy some time for himself thanks to the smoke. There comes incendiary as well. Boros will find one as a trade, but it's a little bit too late as now two people are trailing for ITB. Synopsy will cover for smooya. There comes the first. With their approach and more than that, they need to be really precise with the shots. Zest, right shoulder peak, always better. Synopsy out of the picture, and S-Star players secures a second. This is going to be another successful round for Infinite. Deep mid smoke. Will Infinite go for a push? Because usually when you see the face smoke, CTs will go aggressive, but so will ITB. A lot of trades happening, at least when it comes down to the utility. MHN with the first boros. There's a trade. 4 versus 4 ahead of us. Oh, smooya. Oh no, smooya. We haven't seen this one. I didn't just see this one. I'm not gonna pretend that I saw it, but hey, Chunk and Star players trade. Zest holds the line, and with that, round is done and dusted. Infinite survive, but they need to repeat that performance 5 more times if they want to send us over to those additional rounds. Smooya with Digo. Know how deadly this type of pistol can be. Chunky in the meantime pushes banana. Nice spray through that smoke, and there comes the opening for Infinite. MHN will deliver the second. And the small adaptation that we started seeing out of Infinite are these fights towards banana. Deep smoke, sprays. juanflatroo in this one, leading the charge, looking for the angles, looking for the openings. They need some entries to that side. We have 3 CT defenders, and Dimajay does the job together with Star players. And as keoz falls, this is going to be second chance not used by ITB. But let's see whether they can be on point in round number 22. Boros goes aggressive, and there comes the opening. Dimajay trades before falling. So a small conciliation prize for Infinite. This is the speed that we expected out of Boros. Now juanflatroo. Wow, okay. A little bit of miscoordination there between him and keoz. You can see on the minimap that right now Synopsy is exploring banana, but juanflatroo needs to be really clean with the shot. Doesn't catch the timing, which gives Star players a free one. And with that, Synopsy, the IGL now needs to do the job for Into the Breach. 55 seconds, peeks towards middle, right shoulder peak looking good, spray transfer, not quite connecting, but he still has that flash, and he will still go for the duel. On the other side, the CT player needs to be really careful, because look at what he's doing, zero peeking, but we know how clean Synopsy can be. Okay, maybe not that much with these couple of shots. The fight will continue. Chunk down to 46 points of health, goes for the re-peek. Synopsy, oh my goodness, is he gonna close it out? The IGL gives a great example so far, and yes, he will. There comes the 1 versus 3. That's mump done and dusted. Into the breach. Still Inferno away from Infinite with a 13-9 scoreline. Synopsy 20 and 12, and what a massive 1 versus 3. Quick rounds, excuse me. And keoz looking to be the first point of contact. Dimajay with the dories. Deletes it. Star players will also fall. Quick 2 found by the T's. And with that, the pressure is surely on the shoulders of Infinite. juanflatroo swaps to the USB to be even more precise with the shots. A push towards B tunnels. juanflatroo already spotted. He'll continue to move forward. He'll continue to look for the dose, and he'll continue to find a headshot. Second overall frag for him in this one. Left shoulder peak, not the best one. Zefs with 1. The duelist will also help Infinite to at least make it to a 2 versus 3, but keoz seems prepared, looks for the headshot, down to 37 points of health. Zevs, there comes the first for keoz, out of bullets, has enough time to reload it. Even if he falls, we already have Synopsy to cover, and with that, ITB secure the first pistol round. So keoz need to be really patient with the timings. ITB do a good job of slowing the tempo. Boros trying to get as close as he can to the side. Cover provided, courtesy to juanflatroo. He already spots and even deletes Dimajay. This is where Boros will activate. Nobody watching towards him. Star players out. Chunky as well. And with that, it's only Zefs. keoz though, behind the door, will not be able to shut the OPA down, but the hunt is on, and this is where the hunt will finish successfully for ITB. A double AWP setup for the CT side, something common on a map like Dust 2. One OPA towards the B-bomb side being the anchor, the other looking for the duels, and 1.5 actually secured by Zast. As also the collateral hit juanflatroo. Boros down to 21 points of health, so this means that this is somewhere around 2.5, make it actually 2, of course, if juanflatroo and Boros get cleared, and with that, Synopsy looking for a trade. We utilize the smoke, goes for the duo, wins it versus star players. That's one down on the side of Infinite. They should not allow for this one to slip away from them, especially not after the good beginning that they had. AG will not do the job as Smooya is quicker to pull the trigger on the ops. Synopsy in the meantime shuts Zevs down, and with that, Dimaj and MHN 2 versus 3, difficult scenario ahead of him as Synopsy is still playing around the boxes, still somewhere hiding in CT spawn, and the op does the job for Smooya. Second one for him. The Brit on point, and once again MHN wins the first duel. But is he gonna go for it? I mean, if he shuts Boros down, then there is a world in which he dodges the bullet out of Smooya's op, and I do believe that he should be contesting this one. Absolutely, he has a kit, he has a defuse, but he's not capable of stopping Smooya. And with that, the Brit in Teaspoon, which I don't think is going to be the case for people coming out from long. So the setup already looking promising for Infinite. Synopsy though prepared to cut some people towards Middle, even though he got dinked. He still managed to get the duel. MHN there to trade on the SMG, and this is where ITB need to move forward as now they know what is happening. He spotted the CT players pushing from behind their backs. There comes the smoke to provide a way for a cross, and the Thieves will utilize it perfectly, but Chunky stops Boros. Man advantage now secured by Infinite. People coming from behind, but everyone playing from short except for MHN. Another smoke and a chance for Keoz to plant the bomb. The Heiji will not do that much. Chunky on the CZ, Keoz stacked and down in the red zone. The T's need to be really careful. Smooya, full HP bar, but instead is Keoz striking. Chunky takes good care of Smooya, and with that, there's actually a chance for the CTs, but not when jumping and not when juanflatroo is around the side. He gets dinked, he gets headshotted, and with Zevs fighting that kill onto Keoz, maybe it is possible. It's going to be a close defuse, but I do believe that Infinite have it. Scoreboard, because you can see that it's really looking good for ITB, especially after Smooya finds the opening. He dodges the next bullet, so he's still alive. MHN goes for a frag, and he will find it. Dimaj in the meantime will deliver the man advantage over to Infinite, so this one is looking slightly better. We saw how good ITB are at recovering situations, and now it gets a little bit more difficult. Only Smooya and Synopsy left. The IGL and the OPA. They need to combine, they need to be clean. Synopsy looking for the heads, there comes the first, dodges the grenade and finds the second headshot. This is actually massive, he even has a molly. This will allow for the T's to plant the bomb. Looking for a head, but a little bit of a luck there for Synopsy as he manages to get some cover for himself. Not aware of the fact that a T player is coming out from long, and Smooya, can he hold? Missed shot. And with that, it's gonna be a missed opportunity for Smooya's, for ITB's Solpa. Infinite will get to a second, but apart from that, it is looking a little bit dire for Infinite. Once again, ITB going towards long, double flash to set them up for success. Boros already playing ahead of the smoke being thrown by the CTs. Smooya this time is not gonna find the opening, but a lot of real estate given over to the Europeans to play with, and as Chunky once again peaks, he once again falls. Zevs in the right position to find the trade, looking for a second as well, but so does Boros, and he will deliver it. Zevs now under a lot of pressure. Dimaj joins the party with a frag on his own. The second shot of the op is good. Man advantage now for the CDs. Zevs looking good in this round. Continues to dance around the bomb side, doesn't want to get caught off guard, but the big question mark is Keoz, and you can see that this is a free kill that is given over to him. Nobody considering that there could be a player appearing out of the B-bomb side, and yes, there's still Dimaj in the mix. Zevs isolated towards the A-bomb side, quite locked as he cannot move, of course, and now with the cover of the smoke, they can run towards the B-bomb side, they'll plant the bomb. What do you do if you're Infinite? Do you go for it? I mean, you can try it. Surely you can try it. But it will be really dangerous. They don't have a kit. So Time was also another opponent to be considered in this situation. Not really sure whether there was a kit dropped by the side. Kills drops. And with that, maybe there is a chance. All that Smooya has to do is to just play it passively and hope that they're not gonna check his corner. Now he hears the footsteps. Now he knows, and the moment that he activates, that's the op gone. He can go for the second duel, gets dinked down to 8 points of health, but this was all he needed, and now he even retrieves the op. 9th on the scoreboard for ITB. Another struggle on the side of Infinite. Another round in which they're gonna go back to the guns. Juanflatroo will appear once again out of long. He'll once again find the opening. Just so many entries found by ITB, and look at that, Juanflatroo even continues. Finally somebody will trade. Star players will find one to bring it down to a 3 versus 3, but you can see how quick ITB are, how quick they keep on moving forward. And with that, Dimajay, the last man standing for Infinite with minute 24 seconds on the clock. I just cannot believe how quick this round went by, and just the pace is really, really high. The shots are landing. Everything is working perfectly for ITB. They're just a class above their opponents. Dimajay is trying his best, down to 21 HP, out of the server, and with that, ITB entered double digits. 10-2 is the final scoreline as we move into the second half. Remember that on Inferno, ITB on the CT side secured 9, now on the D side 10. And if they get the pistol round, you can safely say that maybe the Champions of Champions story is over for Infinite. Surely the round is over for Zevs as he falls. smooya will continue to move forward, supported by boros and Synopsy behind them. juanflatroo, as the A anchor, needs to be really careful as we have MHN waiting to appear from around the corner. Synopsy looking for a duel versus Dimajay. juanflatroo still survives, but Synopsy is so deadly. Star players desperately needs a trade, and he'll find one, but the second required from one of the remaining T players. And you can see, yeah, boros is just a little bit quicker to pull the trigger. He'll go from behind his opponent's back to shut Infinite down. And as the Romanian players fall, this is going to be ITB. Really a good, interesting run. A lot of really close maps, and this is where boros will receive the Romanian delegation. Brings up the USP, not enough though for a second. Zevs and Chanky survive with 18 points of health combined, but juanflatroo is there to find his 18th, looking for the additional 2 so to enter the 20-digit mark, and he will not be able to do so, at least not in this round. If there's another, maybe, just maybe, but we still have Synopsy, keoz and smooya to do the job for ITB. MHN with a nice one dig. But all the remaining T players are in the red zone, which means that a single spray, a single control on the side of one of the remaining 2 CT players can do the job. 20 seconds for smooya. A little bit worried about a potential short appearance now. He heard the KG. There comes the incendiary. Nice one dig by MHN. Another frag found. This actually gives a chance to the Romanians to stay for just a little bit more here on Dust too. They will plant the bomb. The KG will not do the job, but you can see how low on HP MHN, Zevs and Chanky are. Their story has to be going through the group stages and reaching the playoffs. I think that the ceiling of the team is really high. Trying, he was pretty much the single reason why Infinite survived in the previous round. Now smooya with a nice AG, nice shots out of the MP9, and with that Chanky out of the server. MHN once again with a trade gets dinged down to 48 HP. Star players will find one, but you can see that the coordination of the CT players is good. They still have an M4 relying on keoz. Now with a positive scoreline, no longer 6-8. Goes for a spray, spotting 2, crossing towards the side. Dimajay though from under will activate. 3-1 onto keoz, and as the M4 is gone, we're looking towards juanflatroo. 1 versus 3 down to 1 versus 2. His teammate on the previous map closed it out in a 1 versus 3. juanflatroo, excuse me, would not be able to repeat Synopsys' performance. Quick pace on the side of MHN. I like the adaptation. They need to be quick, but they need to also be careful as Synopsy, if he goes for the duel, he can shut them all down. Zevs in the meantime takes good care of boros. There comes the activation for juanflatroo. Star players will deal with his opponent, but this is still a close situation. Down to a 3 versus 3. Synopsy, smooya and keoz. They will be looking to combine to prevent Infinite from fighting their 6th. Short initiative. Seems like the decision on the side of Chanky and Star players. And Star players himself will lead the charge. Now spotting the head. Can he be clearing with the shot? Yes, he can. Synopsy out of the picture. And we still have keoz and smooya. Open M4 in play. But they don't have a kit. smooya aware of potential rotation cutter, and with that Zevs will go down, but I do believe that we're going to see a save. Yeah, they're going aggressive. MHN has started picking up the entries, and with that he opens up for he opens up. No fights towards long this time. Mid control established by Infinite. Demage will continue to push. You can see that the amount of ground that he has won for his team, and he even wins the first duel. He has a smoke, so he can isolate the A defenders. It seems like Infinite are not interested in splitting the map towards the smaller of the two bomb sites. Instead, they will pressure smooya and juanflatroo. Demage once again leading the charge. There comes a headshot, not quite landing, but the second amount of bullets will do the job. juanflatroo will prevent MHN from appearing, and now he switches over to the A bomb site. Looking for the one taps, dodges the flash, and wins the duel. It's our player's massive kill onto keoz, but boros was there, and we're down to a 2 versus 2. Here comes the flash as well. Boros looking for an entry, denied by Chanky, and will Infinite survive for another round in a row? juanflatroo. Infinite brought it back to 9, but that was all they got. A couple of rounds ago, we were discussing that we're a little bit way too far from the chance. smooya though, wait a second. Nice shot with the scout looks for the second. It will not hit. But he continues to play forward. smooya, Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness, no way. Not like that, smooya. Not like that. This is illegal. This is so illegal. And look at where boros is. This is going to be round done and game done. Absolutely unlawful performance by smooya in round number 21. And Synopsy even with the knife. Oh my goodness. What a way to end it, ladies and gents. ITB having some fun by the end, but closing out the series in a 2-0 fashion. As they will be the second team here from the Champions of Champions Tour Series 7 play-ins to play among the remaining teams in the group stages. And congratulations to the European squad. Commiserations to Infinite. Great run. They tried their best. They reached the deciders. But